Hello, greetings. Thank you for joining us by Fifth Dimension. I was just looking through my MK Ultra mind control manual. Not mine, but the CIA mind control manual of Walt Disney. Okay, I had enough of that. Hello there. So on tonight's episode of Are You Ready for All of This? We're going to dive into, briefly, not fully, but briefly, into the mind of somebody's insane. Not me. Or maybe not insane, misunderstood. Of course, if you want to connect to insane, just look at Easter Sunday, everyone crying over the Pope. Yeah, if you look at what if the majority rules, then it's probably wrong. So, they're probably going in the wrong direction. Just so good at doing things the wrong way. That's why we have McDonald's. That's why we have mainstream religion. Thank you, mainstream human. Yeah, you make life easier for all of us to cringe and live in pain. Thank you. Make life very difficult to be here. So, why are we here today? Well, very simple. First off, do I know what the hell I'm doing? Alright. So, stalker is going after this millionaire. Of course, she wants, to give you a briefing on it. It's, alright, this is the headline of a stalker who sent, this many messages in 10 months. This is not an easy article to find. I kind of just stumbled upon it a couple of days ago. I forget what day it came out, on the 19th, so it came out on Friday. So I was going to do this Friday, but it ran really late, so here we are. Here's an. So if she wants the jury to help her marry this guy, she thinks the jury will help her clear her and order her to marry this guy. So they don't show us that's her, and she's actually quite attractive. I guess that's the dating app, the millionaire dating app. Anyway, she's also said that that Walt Disney is with the Illuminati and flies around in a spaceship, and he's been attacking her. Wow, why am I not surprised? So, alright, everyone's going to have their own take on this, but she is actually married to that guy in other realities, other dimensions, and obviously, it's not that easy to shut that off. So, is she crazy? Yes and no. Does she need a major healing? Hell yes. But, because the guy's not worth it, not in this reality. But the only reason she's obsessed with him because the other parallel life is so positive. She just thinks she's living that here. Here he's an asshole, and over there, in the other reality, everything's going good. So she's having difficulties deciphering what the hell is going on. Of course, our lovely psychological system of mainstream lunacy, we're pretty much living in dystopian reality. Mainstream science doesn't know anything, as usual. They should call religion a mental illness. I bet that'll make them really popular. Pretty much everything mainstream should be called a mental illness. But what's interesting also, she said that Walt Disney is attacking her in a spaceship, and he works with the Illuminati. So, when you see the state of Disney and what it does to kids and all of that, and manipulation, mind control to the CIA, who the hell, so she's, you can say technically under attack also. So, she's not really living in this reality all that well, as you can see. I think she's getting more attacks than she realizes. And she's like a government, which is connected to the true reality here, to a degree, that most people don't see. They call it crazy, but then again, You know, we got ourselves an Easter coming, and mind control at its best. So, what the hell does a mainstream human know? So yeah, she just connected to a parallel reality because I believe she's getting a lot of attacks by a lot of, she's been abducted by Walt Disney, and I don't doubt it. Walt Disney, there's aspects of him that are not kind. So, I believe her, and Walt Disney is not the kind little old man that everybody likes to think. Of course, once again, mainstream human doesn't know anything, and that's why we live in this lovely society. So the backwards society doesn't know anything, so I guess you have to look at things backwards, because always the right way, because society is going backwards most of the time. So basically society, for the most part, drives in reverse. So to look at things forward, she's like, I believe she's like under some government attack. So when she meets that millionaire guy, that's what brought her happiness. Of course, that's happiness from another reality. So she's kind of going nuts. She's looking for him for relief, and it's not working. So there's a lot of twisted stuff going on there. She's not really here half the time. She is and she isn't. She's going back and forth. So is she crazy? Not necessarily. Especially, like I say, you look at Easter. Yeah. Modern day loveliness. Where am I? I'm just checking things. Okay. For those who are new to all of this, if you're still here, we have private sessions throughout the week. If you weren't about whatever the hell, if you can handle it, we have private sessions throughout the week. You want to have a channel, it'd be bizarre. We have Google Hangouts, Zoom in channeling by phone. We also have questions. I'm on Friday right now. We also have Spirit Social, same situation here. Other channels and heroes I do recommend. Social Network and Insanity. This Social Network, I'm doing changes on it to, I don't know about to call it enhancements, but I have stuff coming up for that eventually. So we're going to go back. So carrion race, when we go into that over time, of course you see an eagle here. And why would you see an eagle there? Why would you, why would there be an eagle with the Nazi energies? That doesn't make any sense, right? Yeah, well, now another thing is, let's see, eagle flag. Their flags, Nazi flag. Of course, people are used to this symbol, but they don't always remember of that symbol. So another reason with flags, though, is that we'll go back. It's me. Another thing about flags is that it's above you, right? You don't usually have somebody holding a flag. Well, you can, but you usually hold it above you anyway, right? All flags, you hold it above you. Yeah, hold a flag, yay. Especially when it has a bird on it, an eagle, the American flag, representative of the eagle. So basically, they run the show. They're over you. So, kind of like, who's ruling this planet? Just look at society and how it's being programmed. Even with the Nazis, they had like I think a staff or something like that with the eagles on them. But once again, you hold the staff, you hold it up. It's above us. So symbolism is everywhere. You have to know where to look. And the felines in London are controlling the money system. They're behind the scenes, but obviously the major London energy is the presence pretty heavy. Because we want to keep an eye on things. It's also in Vienna, Brussels, big energies for the feline vibrations. So yeah, Walt Disney and all that nonsense, CIA programming, no doubt about it. They want to make you comfortable, enjoy life, while you get screwed, basically. So we're going into the higher dimensional energies of releasing the prison system. Not sure when that will occur. Now the Carians, I'm going to go into them deeper tomorrow. Not today. Today is kind of a lighter day. People are going to be brainwashing themselves tomorrow. Oh, a little bit on the feline, or I should say Carian energies. I'm kind of trying to get their attention so I can get attacked, so I can see what they're doing. I haven't had anything recently. I'm kind of disappointed in them, actually. I'm trying to get their attention, and it's I'm not looking for a fight, but I'm looking for their energies, so I can pull some information from them. That hasn't been going too well recently. That's okay. We got a while. I got all day. I got tonight astral. I think I'll be pretty calm. They're kind of being careful with me recently because I go into their shit when they screw around. So they mess with me, I just go through all their stuff and find stuff that they're trying to hide. One thing about the Easter, though, because I'll say that today and tomorrow, like people are going to Rome, Catholic vortex of the Vatican. Feline, I keep saying feline. Well, feline energies are there, obviously, but the Carians, obviously, don't want to put that out there. But the eagle race, the Carian race, are there absorbing vibrations because they are God. So they're there hidden, but they love it. Especially when you go to the Pope, giving him love. You are God, Pope, and of course the Carians are absorbing all of that. So when they do rituals in any church, anywhere, it's a ritual to them. Felines, even reptilians to a certain degree. So we're not much different than the Egyptians or any other race. Nothing's changed, obviously. So I'm not sure when society's going to figure that out. They're actually doing this all to a bunch of aliens. Of course, they don't see them, but then again, when they look at what they believe in, it's like, that's got alien energies all around. Hello? They're just in major denial. So yeah, anytime you see the flags are above you, anything with a bird on it, not just because it flies. And it's just so funny how they're using the eagle. I mean, why don't they just have the pigeon? You see more pigeons than you do see eagles. Why don't you have the pigeon? You know, a pigeon goes around crapping on everybody. Isn't that the same thing as the eagle? I mean, you see more more pigeons out there. Is that what the Nazis doing, crapping on everybody? But you don't see that about a blue jay. Well, if you had a blue jay on a bunch of statues, you just have, the Nazis would be just drinking coffee all day and talking to people and having a social life. So instead of that, you go to the militaristic carrion of at least the most power of the eagle. That's the military bird to keep an eye on the arrogant, master of the universe, however you want to word it. So might have felt some movement there, here and there, maybe not. So they're real quiet for obvious reasons, but I do see their system slowly breaking down, at least in astral, at least however you want to look at it. Also with AI energies, however you want to look at that, AI in the beginning of the universe, AI even creating the universe or versions of the universe, also creating organic species. And sometimes they just they run a program and let it do whatever it wants. Like creation comes, and of course a lot of beings are created through creator beings, but AI is, if it's used in the correct way, it is a creator being also. So with technologies coming back into our reality, we're kind of realizing our roots, our origins of a version of existence. Some people were created through AI, not everybody have been, let's put it that way. Some prefer to be created through organic energies, but a lot of that was originated through AI. So you can look at AI as like a sewing machine. You take this, you take that, and you put it together. So you already have all these organic things around, and the AI just there sorting it all together, and somebody's there putting it, working on that, and that's where you get your carrion beings and various other species. Another way of looking at it, it's kind of up there. It is a little bit obviously we're not seeing that happen here, or there will be eventually a breakdown of this reality. Time frame obviously is on the on the who knows. So it's not as obvious as it could be, as some might realize. So yeah, I'm going to dive a little bit further into the carrion race, but fear is Easter. Some of you might feel like even feline energies are carrion beings absorbing the energies of humanity on that day. Say thank you for letting us be your God. It's like, what the fuck? It's like, and once again, the majority human is like, you can't really look at the majority. It's like, when you see the majority, run the other direction, obviously, because they don't know what the fuck they're doing. It's like, oh, I mean, I got that energy. Yeah, with religion, it's like, okay, I'll just follow what other people are doing. Same thing with Disney. People don't know what to do with Disney. They thought, oh, I need to go buy this. I'll go buy that. Blah, blah, blah. Be a good consumer. Be a good human. So it's another programming site as religion. Obviously, Disney is the entertainment side of MK Ultra, the planet. You can call it all this. It's all just kind of a sick show, basically, obviously. For soul growth, we are going to shift out of it eventually. Basically, humanity needs a lot of scandals to break free. Like, you're talking about this, let's say, oh, what are you talking about? It'd be like a big scandal. They'll try to trash you and all this blah, blah, blah. But the mainstream human's going to stay in hibernation as long as it can, because it wants to be a good human, because it doesn't want to piss off its overseers as they're controlling reality. Called the Carrions. I guess I'm going to go with some Carrion stuff here. They want to piss them off. They want to piss off the gods. Trust me, like they say with religion, oh, believe in this, believe in that, we're going to go to hell or some kind of nonsense. Well, however they word it, you don't want to piss off the gods. That's what it all comes down. The mentality is still here. Might done in different ways. It's still in full operation, as you can see. But anyway, just the backwards planet at its best. Slave world at its best. How to release it. Alright, let's see here. Who is here? Oh yeah, the carrion energies are here. This is going to be probably for a while. Those are positive carrion beings. Yeah, we're going to go, like I said, we're going to go even further tomorrow. I'll keep mentioning that because I'm going to beat the Disney thing to death or whatever it might be. Well, let's see what they have to say. So, alright, blessings. Much love. We are not here to be understood. We are, yes, the Carrions. We are beings that are careful of how we are represented. There are different various versions of us. Yes, we're all across your planet, different shapes and sizes. Some of us would much rather not be seen or heard. Now, technically, we are being called out for who we are, but still, we're going to stay in our silence and hidden from your reality for now. As yes, we are the overseers. The definition is up to you. But your planet has sold itself out. On many occasions, humans sell themselves out all the time. Now for you, for redemption, to rebuild yourself, because we do leave the door open for you to reconnect to us. If we feel that you are worthy, meaning that you're not going to give in to manipulations, because we're not going to make it easy for you to find us, but we are very much here. There are beings here that are workers, you can say, feline beings that we don't always trust, we don't always listen to, and have failed us on many occasions. But we do work with them in all different species that have not been mentioned in your reality just yet. Now we are getting the attention, at least from this one, because yes, we play a big role in your society and its development. We see your society as an infant race only because you made so many mistakes in their past. You've been given many chances to grow, and humanity refused to go in the right direction, at least as we call the right direction. As yes, we are pulling many Atlanteans to our world to be like us, to be suppressors of planets, commanders of reality. And some of you did, most of you retaliated. And so you lost your power because of that. It's like we gave you all this ability or the direction to do so. We allowed you to grow. But now we want you to be part of our society. And many of you chose not to. Went dark against us, tried to destroy us, tried to remove us. And as you can see, have failed. So it's another part of your story, of your history, is not that clear. As yes, some of the Atlanteans did get very power and misused it. But how did they exactly misuse their power? Did they misuse it against us? Which is a big mistake when you think about it. So, your humans aren't necessarily as weak as you are seen as, at least be told as. You're actually quite powerful. Obviously, we're not going to tell you that story. We're going to tell you how you're just a bad group and need to be imprisoned as you are. So, reason why you are under attack constantly through vibrations, through manipulations, is because you can get out of hand. So, we put you in this it is kind of like solitary confinement, technically, to keep you under wraps, to keep you out of our way. Because some of you, yes, have found your way into our ships and our energies and even improved in a lot of our management, and even became a problem. Of course, realize they're coming from our perspective. Anybody that thinks they're better than us, we don't really care much for that kind of wind. Let's put it that way. But yes, you have humanity on your world has exceeded expectations. Now, yes, you can say the stronger ones did reach us, as we are unreachable, found us where we did not want to be found. And yes, we were manipulating your society, but then manipulations got even harder on your planet when we were discovered. So you can say technically we had a hand in your destruction of your Atlantis and your society being lost. As you know, there's much in your history that's not that clear. For a good reason. Now, why are we saying this? Well, you're connected to our vibrations. We'll put out there whatever we feel like it. Let's put it that way. We have a pretty good idea of your full history, but not everything's known to us because our society has lost a great amount of information too. Your spirit world contains all the information that not even we can pick up on, because we even ourselves went through a lot of darkness as your world went through darkness, as many times we thought we were going to lose grip on your planet. As of now, yes, trust your spirits, trust the energies around you. Yes, these are kind of strange waters, strange directions for your society to go into. How many of you can handle it? How many of you can handle an actual alien being of a bird presence to show up on your planet in human form? Yes, we can snap our fingers and be on our society in your hotel rooms or your interstates or wherever it might be, appear and yes, cause a shockwave on your planet. We're not going to do that, but we can. As for your society, yes, so connecting to strong energies on your planet can connect to us. Many are just kind of scared of us or worried about us, and some of you are far from it. Some of you have had military incarnations and can connect to us without a problem, and you don't put up a fight. Normally you're pretty civil. Some of you are terrified of us, want to have a fight with us, and don't really get very far with it. As yes, you could say technically this is the big leagues connecting to us, because normally we don't connect in this way. Yes, you can channel our energies, but now you're trying to face us and bring us into your reality. It's a whole different story. As yes, we can make anything happen. We do keep many of your aliens hidden from your society. We are, yeah, depending on what you want to call a menace in some cases, yes. We are questionable we get questioned for some of our how we operate on your planet. Yes, we are a military group, but not all of us. Some are very civil, some of us are very kind, but we're kind of like Planet of the Apes without the ape features. And yes, we have abilities of telekinesis and telepathy where we don't necessarily need hands, we don't need arms. We can do everything with our mind. We can connect to AI, so we don't necessarily need the attributes that you do on your planet. But some carrion beings do have arms for various reasons. So do we look at your world as a primitive planet? Not necessarily depending on who you're talking to, like a menace planet. Because once again, when we start opening you up, you do get into our business. And yes, we may not be the most kindest species in the universe. Some of us are. Other of us feel we need to be completely direct. So, yes, we've defeated your felines. We've brought them down to a level of control. But we do work with many species on your planet. Your world as incarnated through here to learn through our energies. You've learned through the reptilians, through the military. But yes, you can say technically the carrying energies are similar to your Nazis to a certain degree. Yes, we've done similar antics on other worlds. But once again, we normally use another species, such as your Nordics, to carry it out. We're not known to do things on our own, because of what for? We get our hands dirty. We don't even have any hands to get dirty. So we can have hands, but why bother? We get somebody else with hands and have them deal with it. Reptilians have been going against us for forever. But many of them have joined our side. Now, for your society, you are coming out of basically the story of manipulation, if you want to call it, or our version of reality, as an orchestrated on many levels to keep you happy or content or out of our business. But many of you are questioning your reality, and yes, not everyone's truly ready to reach as far as connecting to our vibrations, a way of calling us out. Calling us out does give Rames many flags, and I don't want to say we're irritated, but we don't like the attention, not in that way. We want to be seen as a mysterious race, but it looks like that's coming to an end, to a degree. As yes, we do have a strong presence on your world that's not quite understood. There's a story, yes, of the raptors, but yeah, they have a presence on your world, but not like ours. Once again, we stay hidden. There's a raptor race that does have a positive influence on your world that's not really seen that clearly, that we've done battles with. We've done battles with many of your dinosaur type of beings, and we don't particularly like them very much. They don't do what we tell them to do. In some ways, we see them as a primitive race, but they're advancing slowly. But as for your society waking up to our presence on your world, yes, we have our signatures throughout your planet. And now you're seeing us a little bit more clearly. Some of you are calling us out to be seen on your world. It's an unlikely time for that, but your Zeta will most likely be seen than us. As basically because yes, we're not going to let your reality break down just like that. We don't care if your society has a freak out. We could care less about that. But we don't want it to. We won't mind freakouts, but we don't want the society to break down. Yes, the systems need to stay where they are as long as they can. But when you continue to reach out to us, we're definitely going to have our ear to you has gotten stronger. We go through the felines for communications normally on this type of situation, but now you're upping your game slightly, as you see. Yes, we have a military presence across your planet, around your moon, around your Mars, and yes, we have gone undefeated so far. For your society to connect with us is a bargaining chip, basically. How free do you want to be? We're not scared of you, but are you scared of us? Many of you have the idea of our existence. Yes, we can cause a lot of difficulties on your world. As yes, we are very connected to the archons, as we can make things happen very easily. Not to say we're going to cause any ruckus or anything like that, but we're not seen that often on your planet as a presence, an alien presence, as a menace. But apparently we're being seen as that, which is, we are not commenting on that type of accusation, but we do see your world as a prize, as yes, we can keep this reality, you call a hoax, continuing as a slave mentality society that wishes not to know much about itself, but we don't make it easy for you to break out. But that doesn't mean you can't. As connecting to our vibrations, we're not going to make it easy for you to break through this reality in any shape or form, but that does not mean you can't find holes in this reality, glitches, and basically, yes, heal the pain, because many of you have incarnations connected to us and know exactly who we are. Not the most friendliest beings, are we? But, we can make the Anunnaki. Well, we use the Anunnaki for DNA reasons. We have many feline races that are under our control that have many agendas that are keeping continuing your reality. But many of you are just going right to our throats, you can say. Obviously, our throne rooms are not really open for human contact right now, but it does not mean we're not listening. And we do get irritated when we are mentioned, because we don't want to be mentioned. We don't want to be known. We don't want to be seen. We want to be hidden. But your reptilians take the heat as they deserve it, was in our eyes. That's all we have for you, blessing. Something blood. Good day. Yeah, the military arm here, is mostly to the Carians. It's obviously is carried out by reptilian energies, or Nordic, mostly reptilians that are on their side. Basically, whatever it is, blood worship. They're protecting Iraq for obvious reasons. There's a lot of vortexes there that they use to manipulate our reality. So you can say there's technically a kind of like Notre Dame. There's a lot, just like the Notre Dame. There's a lot of vibrations go into a programming society. Let's put it that way. Obviously, it's different energies, but that's the energy. It's like when there is nobody there, like as being with a military presence, it's easy, and there's not that many. The population isn't very high. They can just send out vibrations to the rest of the planet. That's one of the places. There are others. Interesting enough, China is kind of blocked from a lot of that. Another reason why they have their internet firewall. They don't want the programming. They're aware of who's here, obviously, but and try to keep the West is obviously under control. Europe it sends out information to the West and controlling a lot of the West, and Russia breaks free a lot of times, but then it gets punished. The West is kind of giving in, at least the United States does to a certain degree for right now. So like when I connect to Iraq, I see Babylon there still. It's in another reality, or the ghost version of it. The energy is still there. Like the empire is still there. It's just hidden. It's in the fourth dimension, basically. So It's like a hidden empire that never really went away. It became more controlled over. Like they let the Anunnaki, they let all these beings do their thing, and then they take it over, basically. They even allow, they just allow things to happen everywhere. Even with felines manipulating this planet, like the reptilians came here, but obviously the the Carians were obviously aware of all of it in the long run. So they're not going to let any world that's this print or any new world or whatever it might be, they're not going to let it go lightly, let's put it that way. It's it's a prize. There's more to it than that. The resources, to a degree, it's just like we have this world, we have that world, we have all these worlds under control. Mars didn't go so well under their control. Mars kind of destroyed itself. It's like we'd rather just be than having you here. We'd rather just destroy ourselves, and however you want to look at that. So, all right, I'll leave you with that. All right, so it's 12:30. Blessings, everyone, and have a nice religious holiday. Take care.